everyone, my name's Kalthoff and welcome to a Stamping to Share video. Today we're diving into the 2016 Holiday Mini Catalog and we're going to make the most beautiful card with the Star of Light bundle. And you can see it right here. I used the frosted sequins, and then also there's the most gorgeous stamp set that has 9 sentiments in it. It's a religious stamp set, so it's just perfect for those religious holiday cards that you want to create. So let's go ahead and get started. Here's a picture of the stamp set, but it's just so much more beautiful to see it in action. And here are some of the starlit thinlit dies. Now this is a set of 7. One of them is missing because we're using it in the card today, and I already have that set up for you. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that I'd like to do, I believe, is create the inside panel of our card. So we're going to need our base cardstock first. This is 5.5 by 8.5. And I've scored it at 4 1/4. And this is soft sky paper. I'm going to use my bone folder, and we're just going to fold towards the mountain. Give this a nice press so that it will lie flat for us while we work with it. The next thing we're going to do is bring in the Stampin' Mat, because this is a photopolymer stamp set, so you can see right where you're stamping. But we are going to ink up the sentiment and the little star right here that you can see. I went ahead and I put them both together on a block D, and so we'll just go ahead, ink that up in our Island Indigo ink, and we're going to set this right here on the inside panel. And then we're going to do an over stamping with this star right over the top of this one. I'm inking this up in soft sky, so it's going to be tone on tone. And then I'm just going to set it over this star, give it a nice press, and it gives this beautiful kind of aura over the top of that star. Our next bit of stamping is going to be on this Island Indigo panel. It's 3.5 by 4 3/4, and we're going to do tone on tone stamping on this. So this is wonderful swirl of stars, kind of like the Milky Way, and we're going to ink this up with Island Indigo. And we're just going to stamp this right here so that it swirls upward, keeping the lower right part of this image towards the lower right part of the card. Give that a nice press. And then we are going to stamp the sentiment, also tone on tone, with Island Indigo ink. So let me ink that up, and we're going to set this down here in the lower left corner. And it says the light of heaven. Then I have a scrap panel of soft sky, and I am going to ink up again in Island Indigo ink this beautiful star, and we're going to stamp this right here. And then what we're going to do is run that through the Big Shot machine, and it's going to look like this. So my sandwich is the magnetic platform, a cut plate, my soft sky paper with the inked star image in Island Indigo, and then my cut plate over the top. And I ran it through the Big Shot machine. So this is ready to go ahead and put on my card. So we're going to pop that out, and we're going to put this on with dimensionals. As you can see, I've gone ahead and I've used 4 dimensionals, and we're going to set this right over here so that it's just like this. Perfect. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add some sequins. So this is the frosted sequins, and they look like this. They're just gorgeous. There's soft sky, sweet sugar plum, and then there's a color that they're calling white gold. And so I took the white gold and the soft sky, and I went ahead and I put them on glue dots. And then we can just go ahead and we'll just take these up with a paper piercing tool and start placing them on this panel. And we're going to put one right up here. And then we'll have, whoops, I got to find them. We'll have one right here. One down here. And then I think one more over here. And this panel is complete, and it's ready to be layered onto our early espresso panel. The early espresso panel is just 1/8 inch wider than the Island Indigo panel, so it's 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. we want just a real skinny little panel here. So I'm going to put some multi-purpose liquid glue onto the back of this Island Indigo panel. And let me move this out of the way so I can see a little bit better what I'm doing. We're going to set this right here, and we're just going to kind of wiggle that into place. One of the benefits of using multi-purpose liquid glue is you have that wiggle room. Now we're bringing our card back into the picture. Here's the inside panel, and we're going to use multi-purpose liquid glue and put this on our outside panel of the card. And this is going to be a great card for you to send at Christmas because it's fairly flat. You should not have to use any additional postage to mail this. And it's actually quite quick to put together, so it will be easy to do multiples of this. So here is the card I've just created. Here is the card I created in advance. And I truly hope you've enjoyed this tutorial today. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you'd like to place your Stampin' Up! Holiday Christmas supply order, be sure to visit my blog at www.stampingtoshare.com, and I have links there for you. I truly appreciate you. Bye-bye.